Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's Gail here. I am in live today to make sure, in case you haven't seen, and if you've not seen this, I'm not sure why, because I have been talking about it all over the place. But tomorrow I am hosting a live masterclass all about leading with confidence, and you are invited to come and join me. It's a free session, so it's a free masterclass for you to come and attend and find out all the tips and strategies that I'm going to be sharing tomorrow to help you lead with confidence and start believing in yourself as a leader. And what I thought I would do today is just give you some insight into what this is all about, what I'm going to be covering, what you're going to learn, why you should come and join in, and also tell you about some other stuff that is going to be happening on the back of this as well next week. So Monday to Wednesday next week. And so let's just jump into it. So let me just make my screen a little bit bigger here for you. Do I want to go there? Do I want to go here? There we go. That's probably a little bit better. So you should see this a little bit better now. So first of all, so it's all happening tomorrow. So Thursday, the 30th of March, 1 o'clock UK time. And I'm going to be taking you through some hints, strategies, techniques, and tips, all to do with leading with confidence. So this is for you if you want to start believing in yourself as a leader. I'm going to be giving you 5 steps that you can look at, that you can work on, that you can implement for yourself, that is going to make this super easy for you. Or maybe not super easy, but easier for you. And you need to register to take part. So this is all happening on Zoom. And then there's some other stuff happening next week as well, which I'm going to tell you about in a second, which will be happening inside a private area within my Ignite Vault. So that's where I host all of my content, all of my courses. And that's where everything happens really in my world, if you're a client of mine. And the reason I'm doing it in there, because I usually do these things on Facebook. So if you've been following me for a while, I usually do challenges and things like that on Facebook. I've decided this time around, just trying something a little bit different, shaking things up. And I'm doing it all in a different order, because I usually do a big challenge and then I do a masterclass and then I open the doors to my program. So I'm doing it slightly different this time. So I'm starting with a masterclass tomorrow, and then I'm going to do something next week inside the vault. And I'm going to be opening my mastermind. So the Ignite Mastermind, which is my flagship coaching program, I'm going to be opening that tomorrow as well. But I've just decided to shake things up a little bit. And one of the big reasons why I've decided to do it inside my vault and not in a Facebook group is because every time I do this, because I have such a big following on LinkedIn, there's a lot of people who I'm connected with on LinkedIn that aren't on Facebook and don't want to be on Facebook, and I never kind of want to go down that route. So I'm making this as accessible as I can to everybody that I know that might like to participate. And at the moment, we have got just under 100 people going to be, or 100 people who have registered. And I'm kind of thinking, right, okay, so it's 96. I'd love to get that to 100. So who will be my 100th person who registers? Will that be you? So maybe we should do something special to get 100 people in. But I want to get to 100. I'm sure we will get to 100 today. I think we'll go beyond that actually between today and tomorrow when we start the masterclass at 1 o'clock. But it's at 1 o'clock UK time. I'm on Zoom, and I'd love you to come and join me live. And so let me just tell you a little bit more. So let's just scroll up here. So this is what I'm going to be covering. So this is what you will get. This is what you'll learn. This is what I'm going to be sharing in the masterclass tomorrow. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about perfectionism. So how many perfectionists are there out there watching this potentially? So I like to think of myself as a recovering perfectionist. I used to think that perfection was something that you should wear like a badge of honor and display that with pride. What I have come to realize, and what I know to be true now, is that perfectionism actually is something that often holds us back, gets in our way, causes us a lot of trouble, and for sure is something that is at the heart and root of much of our stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. So I'm going to be helping you to move past perfectionism and offer you some thoughts around why working harder isn't going to help. Okay, so it's not this whole thing, leading with confidence, believing in yourself. It is not about working harder. It's not about piling on more. It's not about doing more. It's really about mindset, a way to think, and it's a conscious choice. And your confidence as a leader is probably going to come from somewhere unexpected. So not where you would expect it to come from and not how you would expect to achieve it. So I'm going to be giving you some insight into that. I'm also going to be sharing the biggest mistakes that I see leaders make. So I work with a lot of leaders. I've worked with a lot of leaders over the past 6 years since I've been running my coaching practice. And I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I see that are common mistakes that leaders make that actually lead to more self-doubt, stress, and anxiety, and what to do about it. So more importantly, what to do about that, how to avoid it. I'll also be getting into the 5 pillars, so my 5 pillars of leading with impact and confidence. And when you embrace these 5 pillars, this is going to be the key for you. It's really going to accelerate your success. And in doing that, I also want to show you and share with you that organizations right now are struggling to fill their leadership positions, and that is a fantastic opportunity to you. The door is open to you should you choose to walk through that door, and I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about the opportunity that is available to you and what that means for you if you decide to walk through the door, and how you can set yourself up to be confident enough to walk through that door and to take the opportunity that is available to you. So those are the main things I'm going to be covering. I'm also going to be doing Ask Me Anything. So I love it when people ask me questions. So at the end of the masterclass tomorrow, I will do a live Ask Me Anything. And at that point, I will be recording the masterclass, but at that point, I'm going to turn the recording off so that we create a safe space for the people that are with me on Zoom to ask your questions without thinking that it's going to be made available to all and sundry, so that you can ask me whatever you want to ask me, safe in the knowledge that it will not be shared with anybody else. So the recording will be turned off. So the only way you'll get to participate in that is if you join me live and you stay until the end. And as a little sweetener, so as a little incentive for that, I am going to be giving you access inside the Ignite Vault to this downloadable journal. So it's the Get Out of Your Comfort Zone journal. And the thing that I want you to think about with this, so this journal gives you some prompts and inspiration to help you think about stepping out of your comfort zone, which I know is a hard thing to do. Okay. And I'm certainly not going to be, pushing you out of your comfort zone. I'm going to be inviting you to dip your toe into the growth zone rather than being in your comfort zone. Because here's the thing, if you do nothing, nothing changes. Okay. And I want you to think about, if you keep doing what you've always done for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, maybe even 5 years, I want you to think about, well, where do you think you'll be? So most of the leaders that I work with who struggle with confidence, who have self-doubt and overwhelm as constant companions, when I work with them, what we realize is this is usually a pattern that's been going for some time, and that there's nothing interrupting that pattern. And we have to do something to interrupt that pattern. We need to take action. We need to be conscious of our choices. And ultimately, we need to do different things in order that we get to a different outcome. Okay, so if you want to be more confident, if you want more calm and balance in not just your work, but in your life in general, one thing is for sure, you need to do something different than you've done up until now. Okay, because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same things and expecting a different outcome, something like that. So that's the thing. I want you to start thinking about what are the things that I need to be doing differently that are going to generate different results for me. What are some of the things I might need to try? What are some new things I might need to do? And the other thing I want you to think about is, I use this example a lot. So Andy Murray probably didn't know he was a brilliant tennis player until he picked up a tennis racket. And so I'm going to encourage you to pick up whatever your version of a tennis racket is. And you probably had lots of coaching as well, but then that's where I come in. But I want you to be thinking about that as a suggestion, as a as a strategy for you to be thinking about. Okay, well, I'm here now. I want to be there then. What is it that's going to happen in the intervening period that's going to get me to that outcome that I want? Because that is really, really critical. So that could be life-changing for you. And if you, again, I'm only going to share this with people who join me live. So you need to join me live for the session tomorrow. But if you do that, I will give you a copy of this journal that will basically will just, spark and inspire your thinking around this, and to help you be more conscious about the choices that you're making in terms of your comfort zone. So where you are right now versus where you want to get to. So you're going to get access to that. And then the other thing that I've just announced today is, so everybody who registers for the masterclass is also going to get an invite to what I'm calling the Rapid Results Sprint. So this is going to be a 3-day sprint that we're going to do next week, Monday to Wednesday. Don't worry, it's not full time. But Monday to Wednesday next week, I'm going to give you access to a private and exclusive area inside the Ignite Vault. And we're going to come together in there, and I am going to be sharing with you how you can implement some of the things I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. So this is an opportunity for you to get my guidance on your specific situation so that you can tailor what I'm going to share tomorrow to you, start applying that so that you can make progress and fast track your results. So that's all going to happen next week as well, Monday to Wednesday. And super excited about this. I've never done this before. This is a brand new thing that I haven't done before. And I'd love you to come and join me, and everybody else that's going to be participating in that as well. So that is it. That is what's happening. Now, you might be thinking, right, okay, well, is this for me? Should I sign up? Will it work for me? Will it help me? The best way to answer that question really is it's free. Okay, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that's the first thing that I would say. So the best way to answer that question is to come and join in and see, try it and see if it is for you. But the other thing I would say is, so it's not for you if you are thinking that you're going to come to a masterclass on Thursday and you're going to, spend an hour with me, and by the end of that hour be in a completely different place. Because that is just not realistic. What I'm offering you is not a silver bullet, and I'm not offering you the opportunity to have a complete transformation with zero effort on your part, because it doesn't work like that. But what I am offering you is the opportunity to come and work with me, come and hear about my strategies, thoughts, tips, suggestions on what might work for you. And then let's put it into practice over 3 days next week so that you can start. This is about starting so that you can start on that transformative journey. And here's who it is for. So it's in particular for female leaders, because I will be also giving you an invite to join the Ignite Mastermind, which is my flagship program. And I'm opening the doors to that tomorrow as well. They'll be open for a week. So ideally, this is going to suit female leaders who feel like they want to speak up, they want to get their voice heard, they want to work smarter, not harder. And the big thing that I hear from the female leaders that I work with all the time is they want to make a visible impact. They want to make a difference in the organizations that they work in, and they want the confidence to be able to find their voice to do that. So they want to get past their imposter syndrome. They want to step into self-belief and really, step up and make a difference. And so this is for you then, if you are ready for more success in your career, and to be able to do that in a way that doesn't mean that you've got to give up on your well-being or not have a life outside of work, because, what's the point in that? We're all here to live, right? We're all here to live. So then there's a little bit of a blurb about me on there, some feedback from other people that have done these sorts of masterclasses with me. And then there's a little bit of a summary here about this is really what you're going to get. So this is about overcoming self-doubt and overwhelm, because those are the two big things that people come to me for help with. So the leaders that I work with, the two things that always bubble up to the surface are self-doubt and overwhelm. And so working with me in the masterclass tomorrow, and then in the rapid sprint, the rapid results sprint next week, is going to help you start leading with more passion, to find your energy, to really step into your confidence. And it's about, rather than feeling like an imposter, it's about starting to find your self-belief, believing in your own self-worth, and really, getting past your imposter syndrome. And someone just sent me a little message, getting past your imposter syndrome and really stepping into your confidence and stepping into your strengths, your values, knowing your passion, your purpose, and putting all of that into practice. So ultimately, it's about leading in a way that feels right for you. This is about authentic leadership and unleashing, or starting to unleash, the natural born leader in you, so that the way that you lead feels right to you. Okay, because often the stress and overwhelm comes from doing it in a way that doesn't sit right for you, doing it in a way that isn't in alignment with your strengths, doing it in a way that other people do versus the way that you are supposed to do. So it's about helping you figure out all of that, so that you get to fulfill and maximize your potential, and ultimately have success in your career, but leave stress and overwhelm behind. So this is for you if you want to recognize and take advantage of opportunities for progression, exposure, and success in your career. So if you want some of that, if that sounds like something that you're ready for, then I invite you to join us. So it all starts tomorrow, Thursday, the 30th of March, 1 o'clock UK. We will be on Zoom. So you need to register. So there's a button here for you to do that. So you need to register to get access to the joining instructions, which are sent out by email. Excuse me. And I'll also, so we'll have the masterclass tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Zoom, and then the rapid results sprint all takes place inside the Ignite Vault. And again, I will be sending you the details for that by email. So I hope to see you there. Let me know if you have any questions. Can't wait to get started. It's going to be amazing. Excuse me. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Hopefully that doesn't happen on the masterclass tomorrow. So let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to getting started. It's going to be great, and I will see you there.